Imagine, imagine working a 9 to 5. God. Just be a retard. Become a retard, bro. Just a retard doesn't think, he just takes action.
Guys, it's not even, like if you really don't know how you make money from Instagram in 2024, like most of you deserve to be broke, like straight up.
At the same time, these 9 to 5 brokies, they sold themselves for money. The best thing about having a private elevator is that while you're just chilling home, if you order food, you can just come here, you press this button, and your food literally comes to your floor. So you just spend 1 second, take the food, you can obviously flex the gains. I asked one of my friends to do something and he was like, yeah bro, I can't do it right now because I have to pay my taxes. And I was genuinely disappointed, bro.
For all these fucking little geeks telling me that I juice so much, it's all just excuses.
Alex, how do you handle the air pollution in Bangkok? Like, why the fuck are you guys so scared of the air pollution? Like, what is gonna happen, bro? You're gonna go out, breathe some air, and like, what? Are you gonna turn gay?
Well, guys, it looks like that we have another one of these downright dipshits on our hands today, where we have another victim turned goober in the AMU. And instead of having a Wesley Peg Watson wannabe, we actually have a man who entered the greasy pube jungle that is Vincent Fischer's hair, and ended up leaving that jungle as a Pubes Watson wannabe. So instead of the typical roided up, bald-headed maniac screaming at his camera, we have a 22-year-old with absolutely no life experience trying to be a life coach and giving some of the worst life advice that we've heard in a hot minute. And the reason that I say he's a Pubes Watson wannabe is because not only does him and Vincent follow each other and support each other, but his little coaching program page is quite literally set up exactly like Vincent's is. And I'm pretty sure that he was a student of Vincent, judging by the fact that he has mentioned in the past that he paid for a program. You know that, as well as the fact that he basically copies everything Vincent says and does, including the whole little trend where they have been calling pretty much everything gay, which this guy that we're talking about today, of course, hopped on.
Is it gay to drink energy drinks? Of course, bro. Real men should only drink black coffee. Like, I can't even trust a guy who doesn't drink black coffee because energy drinks taste better. Taste better? You give a fuck about the taste, bro, as a real man? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's stingy, like, it's, you hate it every morning, but you still, do it because you just love the game, You do it because of the performance, not because of the taste. It's like, oh, bro, like, I don't drink black coffee because, I don't like the taste, It's like, energy drinks, they taste better. Like, bro, are you a girl? Like, my girlfriend only drinks liquids because of the taste. Like,
and if you're familiar with the channel and have watched one of my Pubes Watson videos, then you already know that this man is sounding exactly like him. And you can just really see and feel the influence. And it gives you an impression of how much of a goober this guy really is. So with that being said, the clown we're discussing today goes by Alex on Instagram, and I'm not even going to try to say that last name. And man, is he just something else when it comes to trying to do anything to sell his courses and to give life coaching advice. Because not only is Alex a passport bro and moved to Thailand in order to try to get some punani, as well as to try to sell his coaching programs, but he's also, as I said earlier, out here promoting some of the worst life advice I've ever seen. Like giving the advice that you shouldn't think before making decisions, but instead you should just do them, and you should be retard maxing, as he decided to put it. And it's basically him saying that you should buy his courses in a very workaround way and that you shouldn't think about it.
just be a retard. Become a retard, bro. Just a retard doesn't think, he just takes action. He takes all the wrong actions. But he still runs circles around all of you intelligent guys. Who's gonna get replaced by AI? You can't get depressed. A retard doesn't even know what is depression. He doesn't even believe in depression. A retard doesn't even care if something bad happens to him. I lost my arm. He doesn't care. He's a retard. He just keeps doing shit, bro. And he doesn't need to be intelligent because we have Quote in ChatGPT. It's never been easier to be rich and stupid. Stay retarded. Trust me, bro. That's the way for the next year. You know the look of my parents? How retarded they thought I am when I told them I'm moving to Thailand alone with $3,000 in my bank. Do you know why I only had $3,000? Because just a month before that, I've spent like $7,000 on a mentorship, and my parents, they genuinely thought I'm retarded. They're like, you've paid $7,000 on a course. for somebody you never even met online. So are you like, they genuinely were disappointed of me. They were like, you're straight up retarded. And then with my last 3K left from the course that I bought, I moved to Thailand. Not knowing anybody, just one-way ticket flight. And they're like, you're straight up retarded. That was like really like the look of disappointment in their eyes, bro. And it's like 3 years later that I obviously end up being the best thing. And that's why I tell you, be a little bit more retarded. Every single retarded decision at the first look that I took, that I didn't really think so much and I just took action, end up changing my life.
And I hate to break it to you, big dog, but your parents were probably fucking right. Because you have to be just very special to be out here giving someone $7,000 for a mentorship program, especially to be out here giving Pubes Watson that type of money for a mentorship program. Because this is the type of shit it leads to right here. Like, this is exactly what you end up getting, where we have a dumbass out here preaching being a dumbass to people as life coaching advice. Like, this is the point that we've got into in the alpha male universe, where he's just straight up telling his audience, you need to be more stupid so that you're actually stupid enough to buy my course. Like, I just want to put that into perspective. That is what you just watched. That is what is occurring here. And the only thing he got correct there is the fact that if you are just out here paying $7,000 for mentorships and doing dumb shit without thinking it through or thinking about it, then your life will end up changing, but not in the fake way that he's trying to portray. You're just gonna end up being fucking homeless. And this isn't the only just downright dumbass goober take that I've seen from this guy, because he also throws in just these random ones where he's trying to act like he's super rich and he's referring to people as brokies, and he is just spouting off with dumb shit like this right here, where apparently only brokies end up going on vacation, and then in the very next clip, the doofus is on vacation himself and is getting an ego high about how everyone at the beach is fat, but he's just apparently this Greek god.
I don't care what you say, but going on a vacation, it's only for broke people. The only reason you go on a vacation is to escape your sad existence, escape your sad normal life. The whole point is to create a life that you don't want to escape from. The whole point is to create a life that you have complete freedom to do whatever you want all the time. So vacations are only for brokies, let's be honest. Guys, I just came to the beach. I usually don't go to the beach because, you know, I'm too jacked. Everyone looks at me like, who the f is this guy? But anyway, today I decided to go to the beach, and how I see is literally everyone is f***ing fat, bro. Like 80% of these people here are straight up fat. They don't even look like average shape. We were talking like doing business, you know, making money online and stuff. And most people in the world, they cannot even manage to get in shape, like average shape. And we're talking doing business and money, guys. Literally, there's no competition. It's never been easier to succeed in life than 2024. Get to f***ing work, bro. It's so f***ing easy.
And you have to love how insecure all of these goobers are, to where not only is this guy juicing up with something, which he himself has even admitted in post where he said he was taking tests even though he's 20, but he can't help himself but to see people minding their own business and to automatically start comparing himself to them and getting a huge ass ego boost about how he's just in better shape than they are and how it's too easy to win now. And this whole too easy to win is something that he's constantly doing when he's trying to promote his courses. And it's how he ends up transitioning into promising people that they can make 10 grand a month, 20 grand, and even more. And it's by basically signing up with this goober.
Like, getting your dream life is just so easy nowadays, bro. Like, it's so easy to make $20,000 a month. It's so easy to just do whatever you want at any time you want. Send money to your parents, like buy whatever you want to your girlfriend. Just have complete freedom to do whatever you want. It's so easy to do that nowadays, bro. But it's always gonna be in the beginning you against you. It's always you versus you, fighting against your own mind and all these feelings and emotions that you need to get rid of. Get rid of all the feelings and emotions and always do whatever you said you're gonna do, bro.
And I always find it really interesting how all of these guys are always promising that you're gonna make 10 grand a month and that they can do that for you, when it's questionable if they're even making anything close to that, especially this doofus who is constantly just changing the amount that he's apparently making per month, with multiple of his posts just saying various different amounts, where in some he's saying he made 40, and some he made 30, and some he's only making 20 20 and you could make 20, and it's just all over the damn place. And on top of this, even though most of his posts, of course, revolve around money, he's also out here making the very dumbass argument that people like Wes Watson and Pubes Watson make, where he tries to claim that he's not about the money, but actually, it's people who work a 9 to 5 that are all about the money. And he's actually the one who's not greedy because he's not selling himself to a job or to a salary, but instead is just basically selling his soul to get people who actually work for a living to pay him.
Alex, it's not all about the money, but at the same time, these 9 to 5 brokies, they sold themselves for money. They sold their freedom, they sold their life, they sold their vision and purpose that they had once, and they completely sold everything for a very small amount of money, for a small paycheck. So it's you who are about the money, because I'll keep doing what I'm doing, even if I don't get paid for the rest of my life a single dollar. A lot of you will say, Alex, but it's not all about the money. And then you guys who work normal jobs are only about the money. Like you've sold your dreams, your goals, your freedom for a very small paycheck. You know, like I would do what I do for my business even if I don't get paid. I'm sure you're not gonna go to your job that you hate if you're not getting paid. Like you only go there because of money. So you sold your whole life, your purpose, your goals, your dreams, your freedom, everything for money. So you guys are all about the money. That's how you're doing every day, 8 hours, 12 hours a day. And then you're telling me that I do something that I love doing, that I would do even if I don't get paid, but I just happen to make a lot of money from it. Then that I'm about the money, that doesn't makes any sense. Like, you guys just got scammed.
And yeah, it is just some extreme cope where he's trying to respond to some of these haters that ended up calling him out. And he's trying to basically convince himself that he's not all about the money and that's not the reason he's doing it, when in reality, that is the only reason he's doing the shit. Because he could very easily be doing it without charging so much and without charging such extreme prices. Because as I'm sure you could have guessed, since he's a student of the one and only Pubinator, Puby Jr. here is also pushing only high ticket value and only high ticket coaching programs and refuses to do anything low ticket or somewhat reasonable.
Bro, it's so hard to sell low ticket offers and a lot of you go straight into that. Like a $500 client, oh my god, bro, that will make you hate your life, bro. It's like, but what am I gonna get exactly? Okay, do I have a guarantee? Okay, bro, I'm paying now. It's like, then they join, they don't do anything, they're lazy, they don't execute, and then after 2 months of asking so much other extra things, they want the refund. A $5,000 client, oh, bro, send the link, done, paid, what do I need to do? Bam, executes straight away, moving the needle quick, gets results, you get a testimonial, easy, like a $500 client will make you hate your life and hate your business and quit it, bro. Like, never do low ticket, especially if you're a beginner. Like, maybe after, a while, after a couple of years, you get really good at online coaching and you made a couple $1 million, then maybe, you can, like, try selling a low ticket offer.
And for somebody who's not worried about the money and is just doing it because they apparently love it, this is a very interesting thing for him to be pushing and saying. So clearly, he's just full of shit when he's saying all of that bullshit, just like all of them are. The only reason he's actually doing it is to make that cash. And this isn't the only time that he's responded to people, because he also likes to do little Q&As, just like most of these alpha male dipshits do, where he's basically just shit-talking people, whether they're a fan asking for help or not, and usually just ends up getting upset during them, and gets especially upset when someone calls him out for juicing.
For all these fucking little geeks telling me that I juice so much, it's all just excuses. Just look at this guy profile after the video. Like, it's so obvious, the guy is probably 23, 25, and I looked better than him when I was 15 natural. Most of you guys who hate on me and think that I juice so much and I take so much stuff, it's just our excuses. You can scroll down my page, see how I looked at 14, 15. I looked better than most of you at 15 as a kid. So shut the fuck up, stop having excuses, and just go to the fucking gym.
Get me under your wing and teach me how to make money so I can move to Thailand with you, bro. And people who say stuff like that are fucking stupid, bro. That's why mentorship costs for a reason, okay? And if you don't have the money, if you don't have a couple $1,000s to your name, then it's like you don't even deserve a mentorship or a mentor, bro. Like, you haven't done anything if you don't have a couple $1,000s to your name. Like, how do you expect to get rich if you can't even, like, save some money? It's like, don't expect somebody to just get you under his wing and teach you all the secrets and, that he've learned from, like, years and investing so much money and so much headache to just, spend hours with you just teaching you how to do it for free. Like, That's why, again, mentorship costs for a reason. Comments like that are exactly why most people are broke, guys. Broke people think that every single opportunity is a scam. This guy, for example, have no idea how easy it is and how much money you can make from social media right now. After 2 years, after everyone is doing it, after everyone is making money, then you're gonna start doing it. But guess what? It's gonna be way too late. You're gonna jump at the end like you do everything else. And that's why nothing is working, because every business model, you jump right at the end.
And yeah, he is just doing everything to stroke his poppy's pubes and make him happy, and to try to justify his course selling, along with his whole persona as this badass rich alpha male who's just calling everyone brokies. And this is something that he is still just pushing hard for, where he's out here making posts, even as I make this video, talking about how a couple grand for courses isn't that much, and just doing anything and everything to get you to keep trying to sign up, because we all know that he needs that money to continue to pretend that he can flex.
Because for me, it's like a couple of $1,000 is like fucking no money, you know? I know for you guys it's a lot of money maybe to send like a couple of $1,000, whatever, but like that's the whole point of why it's gonna work, you know? If it was not painful, if you didn't pay you wouldn't pay attention, bro, you know? Because if 3, 4, 5, 6K, whatever is a lot of money for you, then you know, that's what actually is what's gonna be your drive in the beginning. When I tell you, yo bro, you need to do that, you need to do that, you need to do that, don't slack. You fucking go and execute, because your back is against the wall. Like my most successful clients are the ones who spend their last money in their bank on the mentorship. And then they had no other choice. They had to be like forced to fucking like do the work and do what I tell them. Because I'm not telling you like, you know, I can guarantee I can get you to 20, 30, 50K a month, but I am not gonna guarantee it's gonna be easy. There's gonna be times where it's gonna be fucking hard and you need to push through it.
And it's all just a lot of the same recycled arguments that we're seeing from these people like Pubes Watson and Wes Watson, and a whole lot of bullshit in general, where he is doing his best to just recycle it and to try to push it so he can make that cash. And that's enough of this brand new goober for one day, because I can't afford to lose any more brain cells listening to it. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming new goobers all the time. And I'm out, watching Pube Watson's student go completely wild, and peace.
Well, I'm so disgusted that a lot of you think $2,000 for a fitness program is a lot. Think about how much fitness changed your life, bro. And you think 2K for a program, it's a lot. What is wrong with you? I think it really comes down from not understanding what you sell at the first place and how to sell it. Like, you're not just selling some meal plan or a training plan. Everybody knows how to eat and train at a basic level, but nobody is doing it. Nobody is doing it. Everybody can ask ChatGPT for a training. Nobody is gonna do shit, okay? What you're selling, it's actually making sure that that person execute the things and you keep him accountable. Giving your soul and energy, and your whole purpose in life becomes you making sure that person gets in shape. You're selling an actual transformation. There's a big difference, okay?